brings you here to, talk to me about what brings you here today.
So I come here because I'm not sure what to do after I graduate from a university. That's been in my mind a lot.
Okay, so you're here today because you can't decide what you want to do after you graduate. And you've been thinking about it a lot. Okay, so give me some details about like how college has been going for you, your major, and what that process kind of looks like.
Okay, so I really like my university. I have a lot of fun in the classes, but I kind of feel I'm in the wrong major and I'm already gonna be done with it. So I don't know if I wanna do something that's like outside from my career, like maybe go with something about literature or film school. But at the same time, I have this other part of me that says you have to specialize in something. And me, the thing I like the most in psychology is social psychology. So I wanna maybe go with that, but also not go with that.
So you don't really know what you want to do. However, you like your university, and you think your major is wrong, and your major is psychology, right? But at the same time, you like social psychology. So give me some details about maybe why you think you're in the wrong major first.
Okay, so there's this part of psychology that's very profitable, like where you go to many businesses of different kinds, and you have been there, like doing human resources or maybe marketing, and that's boring to me.
Okay.
And then there's the other part, the clinical part, that is too intense for me, too heavy for me. I know I wouldn't be able to handle that sort of pressure and responsibility. So it's enough here and I know there. And at least here in Ecuador, if you study psychology, you have those two places to go.
So where does social psychology fit in?
Yeah, that's also the thing. I like it, but even if I do get like a master's degree, I wouldn't know where to apply it outside of like being a teacher or doing research. It's hard.
So you're having this dilemma about, you have two options in Ecuador, but that you tend, one is boring and the other is too intense. But you like social psychology, but you don't know where it fits in within the job market.
Per se.
So talk to me about maybe the other route. You said that you thought your major was wrong and you were thinking about just changing your major and going in for literature.
I'm willing to change my major because I'm like doing the last thing. So I would graduate with psychology, but there are some master's degree in these other fields that you don't actually have to have this major to go into. So I really like literature and I like film studies. But also the job market for that is pretty limited also. So I don't know.
So I'm hearing that you find like the job market to be like a priority for you. So does it need to be, like, you feel like it needs to be a profitable job?
In some aspects, it's not a priority for me. Would be like to do something that I like to do, but at the same time, not like go homeless.
Okay. So it's just finding a job that's important for you. But so you're a senior. So talk to me about maybe what's going through your mind now. So you have these options that seem a little limited, and you talked about getting your master's degree in certain ones. What seems to be what you think where you should go for it?
I don't know, but maybe if I had to decide right now, I would go with film studies.
Okay.
Because I really enjoy it.
So what about films studies do you enjoy?
I really like knowing the film history is pretty interesting to me. Knowing things about technique, film criticism, because it's an art form I really enjoy. And I like writing about it, talking about it. But then there's the problem about the job market. You usually don't get paid for going to the movies.
So you talked about, this is something you enjoy, and you said that your priority is to find something that you enjoy. However, you don't want to be homeless. You talked about here in Ecuador. Have you thought about other places, or is this something you can budge? Like you're willing to like stay within something that you don't like as much?
Yeah, that's the thing. I think I could stay, but not for a long time. Yeah, that's the thing. But I don't wanna be like in some job I feel like I don't enjoy and I'm there like to survive and not to leave. I think that terrifies me.
Is that non-negotiable for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you said that terrifies me, and I even see you kind of like just no, that's not a thing. Okay. So I mean, if you know it's non-negotiable to it being something you don't love, so are you thinking this master's for film studies is pretty much like your best option?
I think I don't know if it's the best option, but it's the option I like
The most.
But I think if maybe I get there and I like move to countries where that is like more valued, it still makes me unsure because I don't like the countries, but this is valued. Like, I like it.
For example, which countries?
And I think if I went to the States, I would not be very happy there.
Okay.
Because this whole political thing I don't feel comfortable in. Like the diversity there is very conflicting. That makes me not be sure if I want to go there. I might not even get a visa with the new policies. And also there's Canada, but then Canada is also super cold. I don't know if I would fit in. So that's what's going through my mind when I think let's move.
Have you like had any personal experiences that like maybe really shy you away from going?
I can't think about them from the top of my head, but I think what makes me shy away, like the fears anyone would have, like leaving their country and their family and their friends into something completely new.
Okay, so do you want to explain more about those fears?
So it would be like the fear of being lonely, not fitting in, not getting a job. I don't know, failure? Some failure, some fear of failure.
Some fear.
Yeah, those would be the fears.
Are those fears like the same fears that you kind of have about like picking a job?
What?
Picking a job. So your fear that you won't find a job if you go with the same market, the masters that you wanted to pursue. Are those fears also translated to if you do go for that masters and move somewhere else, like you're afraid the same thing is kind of gonna happen?
What would make me afraid is like, yeah, exactly. Yeah, you said.
It's like
Yeah, it's the same, but in another environment.
but in another environment.
But I think that would be scarier because I don't have like family support, friend
Okay.
support.
And that's important.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Do you want to talk to me about maybe what else is going through your mind? What are the options?
I like social psychology also. Like, that would be like the second option. But I don't know if I would be able to hold the job. And I don't know if I like it enough. That's the thing.
What do you mean enough?
Like enough to dedicate my life, my studies, my time to like continue studying the field, like getting a job that involves those kind of studies, and like making my life go towards that subject. I don't know.
But you like film studies enough to do that. So, is it because experience in film studies?
No, I've always like approached film in sort of like a hobby, but I kind of studied in my free time. I read books about it, I read articles about it, I write about it. But it's been like a hobby. But I don't think I have enough experience in comparison to psychology.
So you don't know if you like social psychology because you
Enough. I know it like
enough to pursue a career out of it, but at the same time, like you don't know if you have enough experience about film studies to pursue film studies.
But that wouldn't be a problem to me because I know I would be pursuing it to get more experience.
With film studies. And maybe you. So, if we're talking priorities, do you feel like your family is a priority? Or support, maybe whoever your support system is, in order for you to pick your job as well. Because when you talk about stability, when you talk about finding a job that can be, so you're not homeless, but at the same time you have more of a fear toward leaving because you're going to have civilian support.
Yeah, my fear about that would be like failing and being alone. That's a fear.
That's like your main concern, failing and being alone, which trumps being homeless.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe talk about like in our later sections we can talk about other options or like getting past maybe your fear of loneliness.
Yeah, I think I would have to try to do that. I would really like to have experiences outside of Ecuador. I think that, like, the fear aside, I would think that would be really fun.
Okay. So regardless of this fear and of loneliness and failure you have, you still want to try to go.
Yeah.
Okay. So we can talk about that later in our next section.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
That was long.